Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Finnish Whitewitch. My name is Linda and I'm really happy that you are with me here today to look at this reading. I know I have had a long break from my English channel and I'm sorry about that. I needed time to heal my body and I also shuffled the cards for this reading for a couple of days ago, perhaps a week. And it was quite close to my own story and I really felt that this reading was triggering me, so I needed the time to heal my wounds so I wouldn't bring you into my own wounded ego. So I wanted to see it from a higher perspective, from a soul view. This is a reading for empaths and people that is interested to find out the truth, and I'm pulling on the energy that is the strongest, so it might not resonate for everybody and it might not, you might find some parts fit and some doesn't, so you take what is for you and leave the rest behind. So this reading is about a person that hasn't had the spiritual awakening, that is in their ego, that don't want to be the best version of themselves, that they just want to do the things as they have done them before. But I think I will start with showing you the cards and then I can talk about the dream that I had to this reading after that. Yeah, we got Hypocrite, Saturday, a cell, Osiris, Crossroads, Bull, Armadillo, Strength, Nine of Wands, Three of Wands, the Hanged Woman, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. This is the decks that I used for today's reading. This is the background energy. I've chosen to keep all the decks, the back card on each deck. We got Fancy, Nanette with West, Virgo, Light, and that was the opposite way. We got the Magician, Three of Wands, and Flying Fox, Fruit Bat. Yeah, these were the cards. So yeah, I had this dream. I have also tried to cut the cords to people in my past that we aren't at all at the same page and we don't have the same values and we don't want anything similar. we go in totally different directions. So, but in my dream I was called back of one of the person from my past, and I came there, but the person didn't want me there. They didn't want to talk with me and see things from my perspective. They didn't want to have anything to do with me. And I was like, but why did you call me in? And I really felt that I got really triggered in my dream. And I don't want to allow people pulling on my energy. They don't I don't want them to think about me, fantasize about me, trying to pull me into their energy if they don't want to connect with me. That's just waste of time. So I was really triggered about this in my dream. So if you don't want to connect with me, you have to connect through your heart, and then you can connect with me. And if you don't want to do that, so just leave me alone, I said in this dream. And with love and light, I send this person to hell. Yeah, I know that doesn't sound so nice, but I did that. And I was just, leave me alone, I don't want to have anything with this to do. So you see, I needed the emotional healing after all of this. And I was thinking about this when they pulled on my energy like that. Why do they do that? And I found out that I'm a truth teller. I pick the things that have laid in the dark for a very long time, and I put it in the light, and I talk about it, and I want to find the truth about things. And I can understand that that might be triggering for people, even if they don't watch my video. People in their environment probably do, and it changes the way how people have seen things before, because they now have more understanding, more insight, see things from a different perspective. So yeah, and pulling me in to the dream by thinking about me, fantasizing about me, dreaming about me, trying to take my energy, so I get triggered, and I don't have so much energy to do my readings, to do the things that I want to do. I get more in my wounds, and I need to take time to heal myself. So I can see from a person that don't want to see the truth about them, to get into their own light by realizing and seeing their own shadows. So I can see why they try to affect me. I tried to do this reading before, and when I came to this part, we had the fire alarms that got off, so they started to shout. We haven't got any fire here, it was just the battery that was low in one, and they are connected. So but I feel that you also might have people that try to affect your energy. They think about you, they try to pull you in, they don't want to have anything to do with you, they don't want to give you an excuse, or is it, they don't want to say they're sorry to you, and they don't want to have a good connection, they just want to have you in your lower feelings. So yeah, Hypocrite Saturday. What I feel with these cards is just the energy. A person that they tell to other people how good they are, what good things they do, or they might not even tell it, they might just give out the energy that they are a good person and they know what's the best for everybody else, but they really use and downsize other people, and they have this some are better and some are worse. They have this, I don't know what the word is in English. This is Nine of Cups, and in Ryan Waite Tarot, it's about wish fulfillment. You have found Nine of the Cups. Cups is about emotions, so you have found almost everything that can make you happy. You are not in need of other people to give you emotional yeah, to protect you and to give you the emotions that you need. You can give them to yourself. So the relationships that you have is really easy because you don't need them, you just want them in your life. So, but with this card I don't see that energy. I feel more of black magic, in spiritual perspective. Spreading gossip, trying to gain of others, and in the more human world, it's trying to make people think that you are this good person, but instead you aren't that clean. It's just a mask that you give out to other persons, and with the cell in a human body may have something to say about the meaning of selflessness and how to balance the needs of the individual against that of the whole, the basic building blocks of all the living things. And the opposite is Cancer. That is a cell that try to gain for themselves. I had this discussion with my guides and angels, and you probably will think I sound a bit dumb, but I was talking about what if we had all the takers in one place and all the givers in one place, and the takers could take from each other and the givers would give and create a really good world. And so, and my angels were like, so you mean like heaven and hell? And I was like, yeah. But in this world with humans, we are not these givers takers. It's not this black or white. We are all in this gray area that sometimes we give, sometimes we take, and and perhaps that's what we came here to teach, what kind of person that we want to be and how we want to the values, what's important for us. And I was also thinking about this Osiris. He was a Egyptian god, one of the first ones. He was married to his sister. In among the Egyptian god, that was a good thing. So he was married to his sister Isis, and they also had other siblings. It was Nephthys and Seth, and Nephthys and Seth were also married to each other. They also had Horus the Elder, that was a sibling to them. But Nephthys, his other sister, he slept with Osiris and tricked him, and they had this child. And Seth, Nephthys' husband, didn't like this, so he killed Osiris and put the body parts of him all over the world. Isis really, Osiris' wife, really had this. She didn't feel good about this at all, and she really grieved Osiris. So she collected all the parts, and she had help to put him together. They conceived their own child, but Osiris was too damaged of this when he was killed, and the body parts was all over the world, so he couldn't stay in the world, that world, and so he became the lord of the underworld. And I was thinking about the cell and Osiris, and yeah, it might sound like a good thing to rescue him and bring him back to the living, but from another perspective, it's quite not selfless, the opposite, selfish act, because he was dead, and his body would have needed the rest. So what I'm also thinking about is the light the opposite way, and Egyptian gods, and when they made the pyramids and the graves, and how they had these differences if you were it was all about the afterlife, the life after, when they had lived their lives, and they should have nice things, they should have the things that protected them in the afterlife. They had small cups to drink from for the soul, because the soul is small, and the closer to God they got, the more nicer graves they had. And I think when we have the light in the opposite way, it often is about the fear of gods and fear of God, whatever you want to call your God. And trying to gain it from a more human perspective, because if you make other people think that you are a good person, then God must think that also. You haven't gone into yourself and seen yourself from a more spiritual perspective. You have this more perspective from the outer world. As an empath, I had this vision with this card from that dream I told you about, and when this person in my dream and I were like Miss Cooks, and we just run and bang our heads against each other, and I got mad and I sent them with light and love to hell, their own hell. And as an empath, as a person that is quite spiritual awake, I know I don't do all the things as I should have done. I don't. Sometimes I get triggered and I do things that I also regret later. But I know when I do wrong, and I feel the regret, and I don't try to do it even more. Sometimes I can feel that the persons that isn't awake and that are in their ego, when they feel this, oh, I didn't do that too good, then they just cover it up with even one more thing, that more lie, more things, that, and they got deeper in their own hole. As an empath, we try to own our own mistakes and the things that we do that isn't the right thing to do. I was also looking at this armadillo. In Spanish, I think it was, they were called the little armed ones. And they have this shelter, it's made of bone on their whole body. And one part of the armadillo, they can become a ball to protect themselves from things. And I'm also looking at the light. And as an empath, I feel like sometimes I have tried to better my story. I have tried to not say the things as they are to my angels and guides, but they always say through me, and they don't like when I talk things down. Oh, but you know, it wasn't that bad, I didn't mean it like that. My angels are always like, you should say it as the way that it is, because if you try to lie for us, then we can't help you. But if I can tell them what really happened, why I got the trigger that I got, why this, negative, non-godlike feelings came up, then my angels and guides support me 100%. Most of the people that isn't awake, that haven't have their spiritual awakening, they don't know what they're doing. They don't realize that they're doing something wrong. And there I can feel just this importance for the empaths. and the truth tellers, that there are people that just don't nod their head when they tell their stories, how good they are, and yeah, how they trying to gain on others, but they just use the people that don't have any value. All the people have value. It's important for the empaths and truth tellers to tell their story, to tell the truth from the direction they see it. It doesn't need to be the whole truth for this other person, because if they sat with their own feelings and their own thoughts and why they see the things they do, they would probably have a good explanation also. Most of the time they don't know what they do. They are born with it like this, and it's just something they have continued on, and it was a behavior that was learned to them and expected from them. But from a more spiritual level, this is what we came here to do, to learn how to treat each other and how to go in the deep and pick away all the things that don't go with our values, you know. Three of Wands, the Hanged Woman. Trying to pick up the energy from these cards. It's quite interesting that it is a hanged woman, it's not a hanged man. Three of Wands in the right direction. It's about coming to the goal. You see the goal there in front of you. It's just to pick it up. Almost. It's coming in. But in the opposite way, with a woman energy of the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about seeing the world from the opposite direction. What can an empath, a person that wants to find the truth about things, need to know about these cards? I see my own child like me. I have worked a lot with my inner child right now and before. When I was doing the work with my inner child, I realized that if you have done work with your inner child, people say that you should do the things that your inner child wants to do. If it wants to go out and buy ice cream, you should do that, and so on. But what I recognized with my inner child, that my inner child was so hurt that it didn't want to have anything about with my grown up me to do. It just looked at me and realized that this person shows me more interest than people usually do, but it didn't take any contact with me. It didn't want anything from me. It just wanted to be left alone. And I couldn't connect with my inner child. it didn't want to have anything to do with me before I had this vision of the higher self of another person's inner child connected with me. And when I was a child, I really loved to play with other children, so this other inner child of this other person that really got my inner child going. So, and this inner child of the other person came to me when they needed something or wanted something, and my inner child recognized this from the other person. So then my inner child also started to trust me and know that it's safe to come to me when you want something. So I think, and the energy that is shown me, the people that is in this really deep ego, yeah, and haven't had the awakenings, don't want to become a better person. They are like my inner child that is, they are in a quite a bad shape, and they don't have the strength, capacity, excuse me, they don't have the energy to get inside. They are really hurt people, and after my dream, I talked to my friend. She's also a psychic, and she had this vision that she said, you have done something, it was not a good thing, and it might be that you have need to apologize publicly to somebody about that. And I think it's to your family, but it's not your children, because if it was your children you would do it right away, and I don't really think that you know what it is about. And we discussed it, and I talked to her about my dream, and she said, yeah, there you have it. You don't have the right to send other people to hell, even if you do it with love and light. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I know, I was really triggered, I got really mad, and this person pulls on my energy, and I just want to be left alone and do the things that I love to do. So I know I did the wrong thing, and I'm sorry about that. And yeah, but I really feel triggered sometimes, because I know as a psychic that people's higher selves call me in sometimes, and they want me to come to, I should give the person this spiritual awakening. My truth will set things loose so they can heal their wounds. And yeah, it's quite hard life sometimes, isn't it? Uh, Four of Pentacles is about balance. You know, you have a table with four legs, you have a chair with four legs, you have um, west, you have north. West is often about this emotional healing. And I don't know why, I'm just thinking about the dream with this card that I was pulled in, and this person was like this a rock with um, things that grow all over them. They don't want to change anything. They just want me to be quiet so they can continue what they have done for a very long time. Yeah, yeah, we had this wounded healer and this child, wounded inner child, and not having the strength. I'm just thinking about empaths. Uh, that are the people that don't wear a mask. Uh, they feel other people's emotions, but I think you probably just like me don't know what to do with it many times, because many times we can feel things that other people isn't aware about that they feel, and when we pick it up and put it on the table, they just no, that's not me, nope. uh, yeah, I find it quite hard to be a truth teller, to be an empath, because I feel it like it's quite hard to find your place in this art. Most of the people are just interested to continue the things that they do. They want to find the something that gain them and they can grow on, and they, yeah, I'm more about the truth. I want to find out how things connect together. I want to know why people act in the way that we do, and yeah, it's quite hard. That's why I also have made my channel, so I think it will be more people that come into this energy in a couple of years, but now we aren't that many, so it's quite hard to find people that you connect with in this uh, deep level as it is, and that's why I have my channel. I'm really grateful that I have this friend that is like we move together on this spiritual journey, but I know not all the people have this friend in their lives that they can do the journey with. So that's why I have my channel, so all the people that is lonely in this journey, at least they have me if you want me. Yeah, but it's quite hard, and I have found, I think many of my spiritual awakenings, you know, they have been quite hard, and losing my ego and the things that have built my life up, and realizing that it can stay in my life. So yeah, it's have been hard, and finding the higher perspective of many things. So it has taken time. So I can imagine that the people that is in this energy, I can totally understand them. They don't want to change anything. They just want things the way that it has been. They don't want to, all the challenges. They don't want to learn to think in new patterns, because they have thought in this patterns, lived in this pattern their whole life already. And we all know when we have this something that we do that isn't that good for us. I have sugar, I like sugar, and trying to quit it, oh, that's hard. So I understand this learning to think in new patterns, and it's like it's quite quitting something that isn't good for you. And yeah, it's hard. It has been so much easier to do what they have done before. I'm also looking at this Virgo background energy, criticism, high standards, distant, and when you don't have the energy, you don't know how to connect with your inner self, how to forgive the shadows inside yourself, to forgive and accept the things that might be a negative trait in for humans. It's hard. It is. I also think that it takes quite a lot of time to get there, to accept the things that we realize perhaps that we can't change, that is parts of us, and most of all perhaps that things that we have done in the past that wasn't that good at all, it was quite bad, and accept, oh, I did that and I can't change it, done is done. It's hard, it is. Humanity, making the world a better place, number 99. It's easier to turn it outside to other people, searching the faults in other people. But the empaths and the truth tellers will increase. We become more and more, and this word, we see it already. Things that have been hidden for so long times, in large businesses, and things come to light, the truth comes out, and this is what's happening in a global way. Things will come to light. There will be nowhere to hide. So all the people that is in the light upside down. It will change for them, even if they like it or not. It's just the way the story goes. Things come to light. Yeah, but I think this is all for now. I hope you have found something useful, something that you can take with you, and all the things that doesn't resonate with you, forget them, leave them behind. And yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Bye.